Still ahead on Fox 5, 4 healthy eating tips that also help your family live a more sustainable lifestyle.
Hey, we are in the kitchen and making some really yummy stuff. So April is Earth Month. Here to share with us ways to get your family to eat more sustainably is registered dietitian Jessica Spiro. So what does that mean? When we talk about eating sustainably, does that mean to go shopping for a lot of people so that we can sustain it for the week? I mean, that's how I think, right?
Yeah, actually, that's a part of it. So yeah, definitely a buzzword right now. And sustainability when it comes to diet is, partly choosing foods that are less processed, less packaged, also reducing food waste. So Americans actually waste about 130 billion pounds of food each year.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I know.
And I can actually, because I see it. The kids get picky, they don't eat it, and then you're throwing so much food away.
Exactly, and there's some simple ways you can eat a more sustainable diet. So one is actually choosing foods that are in season. So I actually got all of this at Sprouts. I love partnering with them because they are like a farmer's market where you can get all your fresh seasonal produce. And the good thing about eating foods that are in season is that not only is it less expensive, but it is also more nutritious because when you're eating it soon after it's harvested, it's going to retain more of its nutrition.
The tomatoes and the strawberries this time of year, they taste so different than they do in other times of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
So, maybe skip some of the squashes and the things that are harder to find and get the things. And do you find a savings?
Yeah, absolutely. So, even if you go get avocados right now, you're going to see that they're much cheaper than they were maybe a couple of months ago.
Good.
So yeah, this is the time to go buy all of those. And yeah, I love the beautiful heirloom tomatoes.
Love these. What are those? Tell people.
So these are mesh produce bags. So when you go get your produce, you can put it in plastic bags. Well, you can actually just get these. Now we're so used to bringing our own grocery bags.
Yep.
Now you can just bring your produce bags, throw them in the bag as well, and then that way you're limiting the amount of plastic you use.
And that's part of the sustainability talk is anything that's in plastic, which actually in turn makes you eat healthier.
Exactly.
Is go out and don't get anything that's in the packages, and then, well, you end up with fruits and veggies in your bag afterwards.
Exactly. That's a really good point. Yeah, and also, growing your own gardens. So I know a lot of people might have just a patio or even a windowsill, but you can even just start with herbs, and then you can have fresh herbs ready to go. And here we have just like a little caprese salad because the worst thing is you buy like a package of herbs and then you use it for something and then you put it in your refrigerator and you forget about it and then it goes bad. So this is an easy way. It's springtime, perfect time to start a little herb garden.
And I will tell you, they don't need a ton of water and you don't have to have a green thumb. You could just put this in your kitchen. It kind of makes a little pretty display too. These are the easiest way to start. And then I always tell people go get some of the seedlings, the tomatoes and some of the lettuces. It's so much fun for everybody because then just try it, and if it doesn't work, then it's okay. But
right,
it's a good thing
your
to try
kids can help water the plants. It just can be fun for the whole family.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about what we're doing here. Please help us with the leftovers.
Yes. So you're a mom. You probably know that a lot of kids they like their sandwiches or toast without the crust. So makes me cringe when I have to throw it out. So I started just saving the crust and actually turning them into croutons. So we'll actually just make them right now. It's super easy.
Okay.
So you just cut them into squares and then you add olive oil. You can just add a little tablespoon or two, and then some Italian seasoning. And if you want to add the garlic powder, and really you can put in whatever seasoning you want.
Oh, nope,
that's good.
Okay.
Honestly, the more the better.
Okay.
And then you just shake it up and put it in the oven for 375, 15 minutes. That's it.
Why have I never done this?
I know. And actually, bread crust is actually the perfect texture and everything for it, so it works out really well.
That's so easy. I love it. Okay, and then moving on to here, I think this is such an easy way to make maybe one night a week meatless or more plant-based, right? Is that something that helps with the sustainability?
Yeah, so adding more plant-based meals is a really good way to eat a more sustainable diet. So research shows that plant-based foods require less water, less land. So, it also has a lot of nutrition. So you're in beans, for example, you're getting a lot of fiber and protein. And it's also just really delicious, a way to change up your Taco Tuesday or Taco Thursday. And also it's pretty inexpensive. It's less expensive than meat. So, a can of black beans is less than $1.
Well, and a lot of people don't realize that you can create a perfect protein by adding the two together, right?
Right, exactly. So it becomes a complete protein when you do different complementary proteins. Absolutely.
I love it. And sometimes the kids like that more too. So you can hide it. Look at those tacos. Those look delicious. You would never know that the meat's not inside, except for you folks in San Diego who love your fish tacos.
Right, exactly.
You might miss those every once in a while. Jessica, thank you so much. We've got all these tips up on fox5sandiego.com. All you have to do is click on the Scene on tab. I'm making those bread breadcrumbs. I love it. Christina, this is one of the best ideas. I've been trying to get, my 3-year-old son doesn't like the crust, so then I tried to get the little girl to just eat the crust. I'm like, let's do this. No waste.
It's called teamwork.
Right,
Heather.
I like